Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa. So, I thought about doing this for a while, just because I saw a whole lot of people doing all kinds of videos and it looked so cool, and I had to really think about it because I had to think about whether I had something to offer that was different, interesting, better, not so much better, but I just wanted to make sure that I had something to offer people before I did this. Still not sure I do. Believe it or not, I'm a singer in a band, and I'm shy. Is that weird? I figure I'll tell you a little bit about me before we get started. I seem like I have a big personality, and I do, for those who know me, for my friends, but I'm kind of really shy. I'm not that, I'm very outspoken when I'm with my friends, but when I am in front of a lot of people, I kind of clam up, and I'm not really good at being outspoken. So maybe this is for me. Maybe it's better talking to myself on a camera. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So anyway, who am I? My name is Alyssa Fusero. I am the lead singer of the band No Vacancy. And as you can tell, I'm a closet crocheter / knitter. I love to do it. I'm good at it. I think I'm pretty good at it. And I'm kind of, it's one of those things that I really love to do, but I never told anybody about it. I kind of just really close friends know because they get handmade stuff from me. And I've kind of broken out of my shell this year. So I don't have a major yarn wall like all my friends on Facebook. I kind of just have like a small little yarn wall. I am addicted to yarn. And I hear that admitting it is the first step, so I think that's good. So I do admit that I do have a yarn problem. You know what? I just remembered I should probably turn my ringer off on my phone because it will go off and then I will get... That's the other thing. I am a medical courier. So a medical courier, I take all kinds of things, body parts and blood and tests, COVID tests, lots and lots of COVID tests, a lot of OR to OR items, things like that. And I deliver them from hospital to hospital across the state of Pennsylvania. And sometimes I go out of state. Sometimes, like, I've gone as far as Maryland, Virginia, Delaware. I've also gone to, I've had to deliver to Illinois before, so you know, most of my stuff is emergency locally, but I do a lot of stuff all over the state. So, which brings me to, I do live here in Pennsylvania. I always say I'm from the mountains of Pennsylvania, but truth be told, I'm from the valley of Pennsylvania, of the Pocono Mountains. I am in the valley of the Pocono Mountains, and I live right outside a little city called Wilkes-Barre. Scranton is close by, so you know, that's kind of where I live. Scranton's within 20 minutes from me here. So, unfortunately, I had to do my first video on an iPad, recorded on an iPad, because the GoPro wouldn't charge We got a GoPro for the band and for stuff like that, and it wouldn't charge, so you're getting this kind of funny video. It's probably going to look funny because it's not sideways, it's vertical, but that's that. So a little bit about me. I told you about where I work and what I do for a living, and this nasty alarm goes off on my phone, and I've got to really quick, if it's in the middle of the night, get dressed and go. Sometimes it's an emergency basis, and other times it's just, hey, can you pick up here and drop off here? And so that's most of the time. And sometimes I have to use my emergency lights and go crazy and kind of hurry up and get things to different places. But I do love my job. Unfortunately, because of fuel prices, and the fact that I am a subcontractor, I'm not sure I am going to be able to do it anymore. So it's kind of why I'm looking at different options. Can I crochet and knit for a full-time job? I don't know. Will it support my lifestyle? I don't have a rich lifestyle by any means, because I'm not out there. I don't have much. I don't need much, you know? But hey, can I support myself? I don't know. So, that's why I thought, well, maybe this will work. Maybe it'll be something I can do. I don't know. So you tell me. Maybe you can make a comment in the comment section. So what else do I love? I love to crochet and knit, obviously. I already told you that. But I love to garden, too. So I kind of, in the mid-fall, I go in from grow to sew. And that's kind of my thing. But I have a decent sized backyard, so I like to garden. I grow cucumbers and tomatoes, and I probably grow, I think this year I had five different types of tomatoes, which was kind of cool. Next year I will have 7 or 8. So I'm a huge tomato person. I'm one of those people that loves to go out in the garden, pick a tomato off of the vine and just bite into it, and I love that. So obviously I grow organically. I don't like a whole lot of chemicals and stuff like that, but I don't like any chemicals whatsoever in my food. So I learned a lot about that this year, because this year was the first time I went from like my mini porch garden to my full garden. And so maybe if I get enough guts, I'll take you out to my tiny little garden once it starts growing. Maybe I'll even take you out there initially when I start planting and moving my stuff outside from inside. Inside is a challenge, and I have to tell you why. Because I have 2 cats. I have two dogs, but I have 2 cats too. And Miles and Lucky, and Lucky's lucky to be alive because he's a pain in my butt. But Miles is the one that actually gets into my gardening stuff, and the dirt is all over my kitchen. It flies all over my kitchen. I wake up to a mess, and half my seeds are ruined, and everything else. So he likes to get into that kind of stuff. What else? What else should I tell you about? I think I already mentioned I'm a singer. I'm a singer for the band called No Vacancy. And I always laugh because I do get in front of people, but as long as I don't have to talk on the microphone, I'm good. I try sometimes. I try to be really bold and say these really cool things, and they come out all wrong, and I sound really funny, and I laugh at myself a lot, and I'm like, oh, why did I say that? Why did I do that? That's so funny. It's so stupid. What were you thinking? Yeah, it never comes out the way I plan. I try to be funny, but I'm so not funny. So anyway, I have a note card here. So, all right, I already told you that. Oh, yeah. So I am a mom. But my kids are all gone. My kids are all grown. My daughter is 28 years old. And I have 2 adopted sons. One of which has given me the most amazing, beautiful granddaughter. And I don't like to mention names on here because I mean, if you see it on my Facebook or anything like that, then, you know, that's a different story. But I'm just like one of those, I'm kind of trying to be a little more private lately. Yeah, my son Ray, my daughter brought him home one day. She brought him home and said, "Mom, can we keep him?" And we kept him. It's a long story, and maybe someday I will get to tell you, but I adopted Ray, and he is my son, and now I have a beautiful he married an amazing woman, Abby, and now I have an amazing granddaughter, and I have a grandson on the way in February, so I'm super, super excited about that. So I really wanted to do a little something special with my first video, which was to tell you about, I won a giveaway. I don't win anything ever. Like, I want a giveaway. So, and that was Darla. Darla from, no, I have to remember everybody's, I want to say it perfectly, Crafty Yarn Owl with Darla. She is really one of the coolest people. And so she, I won one of her giveaways and she sent it out, and I kind of wanted to do that, so I will do an unboxing of her video as soon, or of her box, that when it comes in the mail. As soon as it comes in the mail, I'm kind of really excited about that. So and I'll get into a little more of that in a minute. But so you guys wanted this. I have and I'll tell you why. So I had a I was in a group on Facebook. This is so funny. I was in a group called, what was it called? Free Crochet Patterns. I was like all excited about this group. And I joined this group, and there are these, like, there's these beautiful crocheted items, and I click on it, and I go to this thing where it's asking me for an email. Like, why is it asking me for an email address? So I bite, I put it in, and I still don't get any crochet pattern. But I get a ton of spam in my email. So I'm like, okay, well, every single link was like this. And then I woke up one morning and I was looking in, just going through all of, you know, you wake up in the morning, you kind of go through your Facebook. And I did that, and there was porn on my screen. I was very upset. I was angry about it. But it was all from this group on Facebook. So I decided I'm not going to deal with this. I want to create a resource so people can get patterns if they can't necessarily afford them. And that's what I did. I give credit where credit is due. If there's actual paid pattern, I don't allow it on my the free version. I don't allow people to share a free pattern on in our Facebook group if it's something that should be sold. Okay, so if I had a pattern, I would not want my pattern to be bought by somebody and then put for free somewhere. It's not fair. It's not right. I think that I get that because I'm a musician and I wouldn't want anybody taking my music, and I don't want anybody taking my patterns, so I only provide free patterns, and I kind of provide a resource for these people to go and find something It is because of where we came from, all the people in the group. We have over 500 people in the group, like, and it's only like the group is only 3 weeks old, and we have like over 500 people in the group, which blows my mind. But there's obviously a need there. So I kind of filled that need, and I do, you know, provide that for people in. So you should go to our group. But it is kind of weird, the name. It's called Spam Free Crochet Patterns, and that the reason I had to explain why we named it that, because but it was all stemming from the group where we came from. I do have some of my personal friends in there, and I have some other people, some YouTubers who decided to join, which like blew my mind. I was like so excited and so amazed by the beautiful response that we got from other people. So I am excited to have them, and I'm going to mention them all here in a few minutes. I kind of just wanted to do an intro real quick. So let's talk about what I plan to do with this channel. I'm going to go through some whips, whatever's on my hook at the time. Whips, in case you're new to crochet and you don't know, it's called a work in progress. So I usually have 4 or 5 going on at one time, and then I'll zip through one, and then I start another one. It's funny, but there's a reason why I do that, and the main reason is when you're crocheting or knitting a blanket, it's a lot easier when you're doing a simple stitch or a regular stitch over and over and over again. When you're doing something like gloves or a hat, or like a complicated hat, or let's see, or an amigurumi, or any of that kind of stuff, you actually have to pay a little more attention. Actually, amigurumi, you don't, unless you get to a complicated spot, but you have to concentrate a lot more on what you're doing. And so when I watch TV, or I'm relaxing and kind of chilling where I am with a whole bunch of people, I go over my girlfriend's house, I can do something where I don't have to concentrate. So that's always one type of whip. Then I have my other whips that are more of, you know, I need to be at my desk. I need it to be really, really quiet, and then I can count and concentrate and do what I need to do. So, so that's that. And whips, I will go through my whips, I guess, at any given time. My yarn finds, which that I'm going to go through one of them today, which was really, really cool, but I had to approach some friends as to how to get the smoke smell out. We'll go through that in a minute. Tutorials. I'm not the best crocheter. I'm not the best knitter, for sure. Which is funny because I learned how to knit before I learned how to crochet. My mom taught me how to knit and taught my sister how to crochet, and then she was hoping that we would teach each other, and we both didn't want to spend that much time with each other, I don't think so. So we ended up learning different things, and I think I floated more towards the crochet. My sister stayed with the crochet. I floated more towards the crochet, just because I don't know exactly why. I think I love a lot of knit patterns. I think it's knitting. It has its place, and it's a lot more complex than crocheting. Crocheting is quick, easy, not necessarily. There are some things that are very difficult with crochet, but it comes a lot easier, and it's a lot easier to do than to knit. And I always have a high appreciation for those who knit on a regular basis, because it is it's a little more, it just takes a little more concentration, a little more effort. So that's pretty much that. So, and maybe on the channel from time to time, maybe I'll do a little bit of singing. I don't know though. I don't think so. So that's kind of a little scary for me. But, okay, for today. Really quick, I want to go through some names of the most amazing people that I met this year. I met them before. They just don't know that I met them. Because like I said, I'm kind of a little nervous, kind of a little quiet. This video is very difficult for me to do. My stomach is so upset right now. So I'm hoping it turns out okay. Like, I don't want to do this again. I don't care how it turns out. It's going up, okay? And it's going up. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. I don't even care. I don't care if it's vertical. It's supposed to be sideways. I don't care what it's supposed to be. It's going up, all right? I think it's going to be vertical, even though it should be sideways. I don't care. I don't care, all right? It's my first video. And, oh, speaking of which, we just released, well, we didn't release it yet. We're going to be releasing our first, one of our music videos. And I was at the video editors the other day, and I said to her, I'm like, listen, can you make me a really cool intro for my channel? And she said, oh, absolutely. So she's kind of excited about it. Obviously, it's QueenBeeCrochet. And I have to tell you a little bit about how that came about, and then I'll go through these names. So QueenBeeCrochet, when I was a kid, my brothers and sisters, I was the oldest. Still am, obviously. You don't lose being the oldest. You sometimes lose being the youngest, but you never lose being the oldest. I am the oldest of 7. When we were young, I would go and my battery is dying. Are you kidding me right now? That's pretty scary. I may have to pause this and start again. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my battery was gonna die. Now I have it charging, but it has to fit in the side of my iPad here. So yeah, things are not going well today. I don't even know why I decided to make this video today, but I did. So anyway, I'm gonna have to edit this, and I don't even know what it's gonna turn out like. I know that you got a part of the video, and I told everybody this is going to be my first video is going to be a complete disaster. You guys are probably laughing your butt off at me right now. So I was supposed to do this with the GoPro, and it was going to be all cool, and it was going to be all, you know, professional, and yeah, no, I have yarn hanging everywhere. Look at this. Like, I don't care. This is going up today because I got to get over it. I just have to get over it. All right, where was I? I know part of my video was vertical, and now it's probably horizontal. Even if it's not, oh well, whatever. You guys are getting a video today. I promised. I'm doing it. That's it. So, why QueenBeeCrochet? We were there. And I'm leaving this. I'm leaving it all. I don't care. So as I said, I'm the oldest of 7, and I used to have to fly to Jersey to visit my dad because I'm the only one from a different parent. My mom got remarried when I was very little. I think I was 2 or 3, and my mom got remarried, and so then she had all these other kids. So why am I telling you that? Because I used to get spoiled by my dad and his family. And then I'd come home and I'd get picked up by the airport, and they would tease me and call me Queenie when I was young. And it was really kind of sad when it happened, because my mother came to me one day and said, you know, where is your beautiful nightgown that your father bought you? Where or your aunt bought you? And where's all of this stuff? And I said, I threw it away. Where did you throw it away? At the airport. She says, why did you throw it away? I said, because I don't want anybody calling me Queenie anymore and thinking I'm spoiled. So I don't want anything that the other kids don't get. So that's what happened. But now, as I got older, I owned it. I know this is backwards, but it says I'm queen. You guys are not going to believe what happened. So I went to get my charger for the iPad, and I got up and the back of my chair fell off. Like, everything is happening all at once. All right, so anyway, everything in my house is queenie, is queen. You know, my family started buying things for me and everything, and I decided, you know, I would just own it. I would just own it. They teased me for years. I never got over it. This one says, a man's home is his castle until the queen arrives. Even my coffee cup today, which kind of looks gross on the inside. It looks kind of gross because I put cinnamon in it. And if you've ever put cinnamon in anything, it looks gross. This says, always wear your invisible crown. So my mom buys me a queen cup or a queen something or a little thing every single time. So that's where queen came from. And I have a little thing called Queen Bee, and it's got a little bee on it. So that's what I did, was I decided I would just be the queen and own it. So I hope you understand. I hope you like it, whatever. All right. I have little lists of things, so don't forget what to do here. So that's where Queen Bee came from. Why did I start a channel? So the people. I decided to go on Linda Simpson's live. Linda is one of my favorite people on the planet. I love her. And I love her. I love, she is from Linda Simpson's Crochet Nook. So if you haven't gone in there, please, 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 please make sure that you subscribe to her channel, watch her. She's a great, she's just a wonderful woman. Right now she's doing this this advent calendar where she goes in and opens one of the advents every day, and so she's got such a great presence, but she's got a beautifully sweet spirit, and I love that about her. She's got several tutorials and is coming out with more amazing tutorials. She's got lots of patterns and beautiful things. Brings me to Darla. I told you about Darla, so I will be doing a video once I get her her package in the mail, because I did win her giveaway. Okay, so hold up. I needed to add something in here. There's a very important person that was on my list that I skipped over, because even though she was on my list, I guess I was so nervous, I skipped over her. You'll see the second part of my video is a little better than my first, but I'm still really, really nervous with it. So anyway, Ursula, thank you so much for all your help, everything, and for believing in me. And for promoting my channel, even though I don't have any videos. You've been so cool, sharing my link and everything. And so I am going to also put Ursula's, she's from OMGrannySquares, OMGrannySquares. She will be linked in the drop down below, so please make sure you subscribe to her as well. All right, thanks guys. Melissa with Melissa Crochets with Love. Angela. Oh boy, Angela. Angela is a troublemaker. She is another one of my favorite people on the planet. Angela decided that I should do this. She says I'll be good at it. She says I should do it, so I'm doing it. But she's the reason it's getting done today. She kind of pushed me into it. I was like, oh, I want to do this the first of the year. And I typed it in. I want to try it the first of the year. But they all make me smile. And if I can make someone else smile, then that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just make you smile. I hope it's working. I hope I'm not too stupid at this. I hope I just make you smile, and that makes my day. So Melissa with Crochets with Love, she's another troublemaker trying to make me do this. But V, some people, well, Linda calls her Magenta V, Pink V. There's a whole story behind that. You had to be on live to understand it. She's from Steele's The Show, Crochet and Chefs, and has a really great channel. Gina from the Knitting TurnPike, another one of my favorites. Granny D, Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with Granny D. Then we have a couple of the regular ones, and I am going to mention their names, but they are so big now. It's so fantastic. They are fantastic. Glenda from Creative Grandma, she is amazing. Crystal, of course, from Bag-O-Day Crochet. I think she's got over 700,000 subscribers right now. Wow. She's pretty amazing. So I would be here all day. Mikey from Crochet Crowd. I would be here all day if I mentioned all the people I follow and all the people that I love. The big ones I already named. I'm gonna put a link to my most favorite people, and not like I would be helping them out. I think they would be helping me out. I've got some subscribers on my channel, and I didn't even do anything yet. Hi, Lucky. You guys want to meet Lucky? Lucky. Psst, psst, psst. Hi. You want scratches? Let's see if we can get Lucky up here. This is Lucky. Lucky's a troublemaker. Are you a troublemaker? Hi. Hey, psst, psst, psst. Look at the color of his eyes. Aren't they cool? I think I'm allergic to cats. I think I'm allergic to my cats, which is horrible. My eyes are starting to tear. Go ahead, buddy. All of a sudden it started happening. I have cats, and I got cats. And now I get a little stuffy and my eyes start watering when they come around me, which kind of stinks. So anyway, what else did I want to talk about here? Oh, so let's start. On the hook today, I decided, so I started, I'm going to show you these gloves. I don't know if you can see them. So this is the thumb hole. So I actually did one, and then this is actually as a gift for our video, one of our video producers, editor. He used to actually work for, I'm trying not to say as much as I am. I apologize for that. He actually worked for HBO and caught myself and did a lot of editing for them, or some editing for them. Anyway, I will provide the link to No Vacancy in the little drop down. But I went over, and let me get this here if I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's actually on my desk. Okay. So I brought this over. This is it's pretty cool, isn't it? And there's these little things that go over the top, which I'm not gonna do. But I think he tried it on, and it got to like, wait. can't even get it off. He got to like here. He's like, yeah, it's not gonna fit me. I'm like, all right, well, you know, at least I sized it. I didn't have him in front of me in order to, he's got these gigantic hands. So that's all right. I'll make number 2 for myself. That's it. All right. So what else did I want to show you? Oh, okay. So I introduced these over on Linda's channel. She had a live, and so I introduced these angels. I keep wanting to look here because my face is here, but you are here. So I'm trying, really, I'm trying, guys. Okay. So that's why I had it the other way before. All right, we're going to see how that turns out too. Okay. Once I do some editing. This is the Crochet Angels. So these, and I meant to write it down. I will provide the link. You have to, it is a purchased pattern, and it is a pattern from a magazine. I believe it's Crochet World, okay? And so I'm making them for Christmas presents for a couple people. And then this one is the pineapple one. And I will put the name with the link in the video. I'm hoping to remember. Let's see. This is the pineapple one, and you can see her dress and wings. So these are 2 separate wings, and this one has one single. You can see that. So this, I found my weakness. My weakness is a glue gun. I am not good at a glue gun. I have a great one, but I'm not good at it. So I'm going to try really hard once with the other ones, because I'm making more. Once I'm going to try sewing them on. I'm going to stiffen them and sew them on, and I think they'll turn out a lot better. I think they'll be a lot prettier than the glue dripping down the sides and not being centered. And yeah, it looks pretty bad. You can't tell from the front. From the front it looks fantastic, but from the back you can tell I kind of messed up. Glue guns are, they are not, yeah, they're not my friend. So that's that. That's the angels. What else have I made? Oh, I finished this recently. This is for my granddaughter. She loves Lello, and the color's not coming out that great here. Let me see if I turn this off. Well, sort of. There we go. There we go. Lello. Lello. This is Bernat. I used Bernat, but I didn't just use Bernat. Let me get it here. I used, for this one, I used, and I just ripped it in, Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle. Bernat Baby Blanket Sparkle. And what is the color on this one? The colorway is Sunshine Sparkle. Oh my gosh, it's called Sunshine. Sunshine Sparkle. It has a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see it yet. There, you should be able to see that, the sparkle icon on the screen. So, so it's Sunshine Sparkle. It's just a tiny little pillow. Not a tiny little pillow, but I mean the size of my head. So, maybe a little bit bigger. Okay. And, this pattern is actually, this is another paid pattern, but I have to tell you where I got it from. I don't know exactly where. There is a tutorial on, I bought the pattern before I knew there was a tutorial, but I don't mind. I don't mind giving money where it goes. So anyway, it is a Bernat, so it is a number 6 super bulky weight yarn. So it is, and this is what I've got left. I've got a lot left. So I made her a blanket too. Maybe once I get really good at video editing, I will put that in there and let you guys see what I have done with that. So let me stick this in here so I don't lose all of the stuff on it. Okay. Put that back up here. All right. So what else? It's just kind of silly. Just a silly little hat. Not a little hat. Well, not a silly hat. I make hats for the homeless. So this is just one of many. I try to bang out at least 2 per week. And that way I can just, we have a shelter. Unfortunately, I spent time in that shelter, a women's shelter, Wyoming Valley Domestic Violence Service Center. So, if I this is for a man, but I'm going to concentrate. My next challenge is to concentrate and make a whole bunch of children's and women's hats for that shelter. So if you do anything for a women's violence, domestic violence center or anything like that, you just call and ask them, your local one, if they, how many adults, women adults are there, and how many children and their sex and ages, so that you can make them for them. All right, so let's see. Made an amigurumi ones, this time around for my hairdresser. His name is Lon, and he is really cool. And he said, I was expecting when I saw him, when I asked him, I was like, what would you like for Christmas? You know, I was thinking he was going to come up with something nice, like he wants a cowl or something like that. And he says, no, here's what I want. And he gave, I said, if you could find a pattern, I'll make it. And so he came up with Baby Yoda. Look at the little hands and the feet. The feet and legs are just so cute. He is just too cute. So this was my first amigurumi, believe it or not. So I learned how to work a spiral, which I, believe it or not, it's so weird that I never did it before, but I just never did. And I didn't even know I was supposed to work in a spiral. So it was just kind of weird when I was doing it. It was the first time I ever did it. So these are everybody's favorite this year. I don't know why. But I didn't create these. I'm sorry. I did not. These are actually from a beautiful lady that I follow on, and I'm going to get you the name of that if I can. Anyway, Joanne's Web, and she, let me find my library here because I save everybody's stuff. So Joanne's Web, and I will try to remember to link the tutorial for these. They are knit. Okay, so these are knit. They are not crochet. It is called the rice stitch. And the yarn I used for this is, this is so weird. I love Craft Smart. Is that weird? It is my favorite value yarn so far. I really like it because, and I'll show it to you. This is, everything's going to be backwards until I figure all this out. Sorry. Maybe somebody can tell me how to do that because I have no idea. All right, so Craft Smart. These are from Michaels. It's Michaels yarn. It's their value yarn. And it is a 4-weight, 5.5 millimeter hook. And the colorway is, it's value tweed. That's what they call it. Economic. But it is, the color is cream. So it is a cream tweed yarn. And if you can look, it is definitely a 4. There's no question it's 4. Okay. So that's that. All right. With that same yarn, I decided I would make a hat for my best friend. Her name is Anne, and she has helped me out so much this year with running the table at some of our events and stuff like that, and I just absolutely love her. So anyway, now she's going to watch this video and know what she's getting for Christmas. Well, maybe I won't put it up until tomorrow. Tomorrow we're getting together for lunch and I'm giving her her gift. So this is the hat. I don't know if you can, maybe if I use my, there we go. That's a little better. Okay. And so it's a puff stitch. I found the link to the tutorial on Facebook, but there are no instructions, like literally no instructions on it. So, all it is, actually, you shouldn't say that. There's no talking in it. So all it is instructions. Now, I don't know. I have to talk to, some of my friends here in the crochet world and see if I'm allowed to do this. But like, I mean, if Linda, if you're watching, I don't know. Am I allowed to do a new tutorial if I see one that's not really that great? I just happen to figure it out, but am I able to do that, or is that kind of like frowned upon? I don't know. I'm like, this is my total first video ever, for like YouTube. So I mean, what are the protocols on that? I don't know. I don't know what they're supposed to be. So this I made for my uncle. And if you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, I kind of screwed up a couple times. If you don't do the lines perfectly, I know there's a spot where I screwed up. I can't find it right now, which is always a good thing. If you can't find your mistake, they're not going to either. So just remember that. So what this is it is an Irish cap. My uncle's Irish. So it's one of those Irish caps. But here's the problem with it. And I bought this pattern. Here's the problem with this cap. And I have to take it apart. But the minute that you pull down on this, which is what it's supposed to do, it pulls up in the back. And so I have to add, like, I have to take it apart and either add a whole bunch of rows down here so that it doesn't do that, or will it take away from the hat itself? I don't know. But I gotta kind of fix this pull right here anyway. So I kind of want to do that. I have a lot of work to do on this hat, so we'll see. This, I just used a basic gray. I don't even know. It's not a, it is a harsher yarn, like it's just a regular, maybe Red Heart. I don't know. But I purposefully used this yarn because it is a lot more sturdy. I guess I didn't want to use a bulky weight, but I wanted it to be a little more rough around the edges because of what it is. So that's that. You know, we all buy our yarns for a purpose. Now, this is one of my favorite makes for Christmas, and this is for someone else that I made it. It needs to be blocked yet, okay, which I'm getting ready to do. But if you can see the little flowers, and I'll tell you about the yarn in a minute, because I do love this yarn. It is so soft, and it is very shiny. Anyway, this It's meant to be tight. Okay. And it kind of just hangs like this. And I found it in a tutorial. I just sit there and sometimes I just look. So it's meant to be tight and hang. It's like just to be like almost like a scarf, but not really. And this is another one that I would really like to remake, but I don't know if that's appropriate or not. I really don't. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. All right, about the yarn on this one. It is one that everybody's used to. It is, did you guess? Did you guess what it is? It is Red Heart. It's Red Heart Unforgettable yarn. And if you look, I don't know if you can see, it's just got that beautiful purple, but different shades of light purple, like a lavender. All right, and I don't know how good this looks right now. I really don't. I'm trying, but I don't know. No, that's not really true to color. There we go. That's more true to color if you look at it that way. Okay. Anyway, it is called Purly, and that makes sense. It's got more of like a pearlescence look to it, and it is a 4-weight. Although I would say it's a very, very light 4-weight. I would say it's, I mean, it's not a, it's a very light 4-weight. It's more of, I would say, close to a 3. Although in some spots it's thicker, which is interesting. See, if you look at this now, this spot is a lot thicker. If you go and check out the yarn, you'll see what I mean. It's got a very, it moves around in size, I guess. That's really thick. Look at that. Compared to, compared to that. Look at that. That's the same ball of yarn. So I guess you have to be prepared for that with this type. It is the Unforgettable type or brand from Red Heart. Red Heart puts it out. And it's calling for a 6mm hook. I don't even know what. I think I used a 4.25 on this. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. I do have everything written down, but I have to be a little more conscious of doing that, and so I apologize for not writing that down. Okay. And then we have just a scarf. The reason it is not sewn together, because it is a cowl. The only reason it's not sewn together yet is it's not blocked yet, and I would like to kind of lay it flat and you know, block it really nice. And I mean, it's just you can see it's basic shell stitch. Ooh, I missed a stitch there. 1, 2, 3. No, I didn't. Okay, thought I did. All right, and then this is a Tunisian crochet. This is more of, you can see how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? It's got a great pattern. And this is an ombre that I worked with. I forget the name of the yarn, and I'm sorry. I am getting used to this. I am getting better at, I will get better at making these videos. Because I know that you guys are probably going to ask me, and I don't know. I do know, but I don't. So anyway, this is a table runner. It's nothing special, but a table runner for my boyfriend's sister. So there's that. And that's all this stuff. All my Christmas presents for everybody. All right, we went through all of these things. I've got more Christmas presents that I have to hurry up and make, which I don't know if I'll get to do. I'll be very upset if I don't. All right, so what else did I want to show you? This I have to show you because I will be very upset if I don't. And there's a main reason. Okay, so I have a neighbor. I love my neighbor. Like every day, I'm like, you home? You awake? You like... She is 70, she's 70 some years old. I'm not going to tell her age because she'll kill me. Her name is Joanna, and she is one of my best friends. She makes the most amazing creations. She actually got me back into crocheting. I wasn't crocheting for a long time, and she is the one that got me back into it. So thank you, Joanna. But I have to show some of her creations today. We will at some point. I think that'll make our little channel here unique. We will go over to her house and watch what she's making and go through some of her stuff. Anyway, she's not just a crocheter. She doesn't do knitting, but she's also a baker. So these have been sitting on my desk trying to motivate me, saying, Alyssa, do your video or you don't get to eat us. So that is why I'm doing my video today, so I can eat them all. Okay, so this is a pine cone. I finally get to eat it. And it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. She made this. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if I can show you really well, but it's really good. I don't know what the heck she made out of it. Made it out of. It looks like that cereal. That square cereal. But I have no idea how she did it. And there's definitely chocolate there. Obviously powdered sugar. So I'm eating that right after I'm done with this video. I'm going to end up fat because she feeds me all of this amazing stuff. So the other thing she loves to do is make cake pops. Oh my goodness, look at that. Is that not adorable? Oh, you haven't seen the best of it. You haven't seen the best of it. Santa. Look at how intricate it is. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that amazing? She just amazes me. All right, let's shut that light off so you can really kind of see his antlers. Look how cute. These are all cake pops. And a little gingerbread man. Maybe I should turn all the lights off. They're kind of on. You know what? We'll take the plastic. If I take the plastic off, guys, that means I have to eat it. I don't want to eat it. Oh my gosh, this is turning into an insanely long video. But I mean, maybe you'll like the content. Maybe it's just too boring. I don't know. All right. There we go. There he is. Isn't he cute? All right. And Mr. Snowman. I don't even know if you like this stuff. I don't even know why I'm like, you may say, oh my God, can this video last a moment longer? She's killing us with everything. All right. I think I just smushed his nose. No, I can't smush his nose. Oh my gosh. He is too adorable, Mr. Snowman. So that is all of the cake pops and everything else. All right, I'm going to try and wrap this up here because, I mean, the video's almost an hour long, I think. I don't know. So I'm going to eat my pine cone now. I hope you enjoyed the first of many videos. I don't know if it's going to be first of many videos. Let me know in the comments section below what you liked, what you didn't like, what was absolutely boring and stupid, what you would like to see. What do you want to see from me? What do you like to see my cat? Do you want to see more of my cat? I'll play around my cat. I may sneeze while I'm doing it, but I will pick up that cat and show you. I don't know. I don't know. Just let me know what you want to see, what you expect of me, what you think I should do. I'm going to do some tutorials. I don't know if I'll be any good at them. I'm just being honest. I really don't. I'm going to try. I'm charging the GoPro right now, and I don't know if it's going to, I don't know how good it's going to be. So, welcome to my home. Welcome to my life. Welcome to my channel. And I hope we have a good time together. So, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for checking it out. And hopefully I made you happy today and made you smile. Great. Take care.